ABML Morning Update. Tariff relief continues to influence trading for second day. Rupee 2 has a sigh of relief. Global markets. The S&P 500 fell on Wednesday as the sell-off in technology stocks intensified, with losses in advanced micro devices hindering the trade. The broad market index slid 0.51% and closed at 6,882.72, while the Dow Jones Industrial Average added 260.31 points or 0.53% and settled at 49,501.30. The Nasdaq Composite dropped 1.51% to end at 22,904.58. ADP reported that private payrolls rose by just 22,000 in January, missing economist expectations of 45,000. The data typically precedes the BLS non-farm payrolls report, which is not being released this week. The delay is due to a partial government shutdown that ended after President Donald Trump signed a funding bill into law. European markets closed higher on Wednesday, with the Pan-European Stoxx 600 index edging up 0.03% as major regional bourses ended the session in positive territory. Domestic market. Indian equity indices ended on a positive note on February 4th. At close, the Sensex was up 0.09% at 83,818, and the Nifty was up 0.19% at 25,776. GIFT Nifty trades higher by 13 points at 25,850, signaling a positive start to the trading session. India's services sector saw activity strengthen in January, with the services PMI rising to 58.5 from 58.0 in December, extending the growth streak to 54 consecutive months. The uptick was driven by a faster rise in new business, supported primarily by resilient domestic demand alongside an improvement in new export orders, which grew at the quickest pace in 3 months. Higher workloads led firms to increase output, while employment expanded modestly, with hiring improving from the previous month but remaining measured. Cost pressures intensified, with input prices rising at the fastest rate since September, prompting some firms to raise selling prices to protect margins. Despite higher costs, service providers reported improved operating conditions, reflected in business confidence rising to a 3-month high. Overall, the January data points to sustained momentum in the services economy, underpinned by demand strength, even as rising costs and cautious hiring signal lingering pressures. Focus for the day. UK PMI. Uno Minda Q3 FY26 results. Max Healthcare Q3 FY26 results. Key corporate developments/policy actions. CCL Products India reported strong performance, with revenue rising 38.5% YOY to 1,051 crore rupees and net profit increasing 59% YOY to 100 crore rupees, supported by higher capacity utilization and improved realizations. NHPC Limited reported revenue of 2,221 crore rupees, down 2.9% year-over-year, while net profit declined by 2.9% year-over-year to 321 crore rupees as regulatory deferral movements and seasonal factors impacted quarterly performance. Bajaj Finserv reported Q3 FY26 consolidated revenue rising approximately 24% YOY to 39,708 crore rupees, while consolidated net profit remained largely flat at 2,229 crore rupees as higher provisions and one-time labor code charges offset core income gains, reflecting mixed operational performance across its lending and insurance businesses. Global Health Medanta posted revenue growth of 18.8% year-over-year to 1,121 crore rupees on higher patient volumes, though reported EBITDA dropped 1.7% year-over-year to 249 crore rupees and net profit declined 33.5% year-over-year to 95 crore rupees due to margin pressure and exceptional losses. Trent Limited reported revenue growth of approximately 15% YOY to 5,345 crore rupees and operating EBITDA growth of approximately 20% to 837 crore rupees, driven by store expansion and strong traction in fashion formats, while net profit rose modestly 3.1% year-over-year to 510 crore rupees due to exceptional losses. Inventaris Knowledge Solutions delivered strong execution with revenue rising 24% year-over-year to 815 crore rupees, EBITDA growing 40.4% year-over-year to 282 crore rupees, while net profit grew 41.4% year-over-year to 183 crore rupees, driven by operating leverage and higher margin engagements. Fund flow. FII bought shares worth 0.29 billion rupees, while DII also bought for 2.49 billion rupees.
Investment in securities markets are subjected to market risk. Read all the related documents carefully before investing.